Hello everybody, welcome back to Karidoesstuff and welcome back to my model bench. So I let the intro run a little bit longer today because I was showing off a finished build of my Mustang there, for those of you who haven't seen it already. So I just put a video together to put on YouTube and Facebook and stuff, and I just thought I'd show it off at the beginning of my stream there of the finished Mustang. Pretty proud of that. So shows the build progress and the finished product there, and all the little details of the engine and all that good stuff. So today, well, I'm not going to do a face cam at the moment because I'm just going to let that video go. Just going to let that video ride. So today I'm not going to get straight on with my next project, which, as we all know, is going to be the Apollo 11 Saturn V rocket. I'm not going to get straight into that just yet. We're going to take a little bit of a palette cleanser, and we're going to get back to working on my horse. This is a horse from that the character Arthur Morgan rides from the game Red Dead Redemption 2, and I basically painted it up so far. So let's take a look, shall we? Okay. There we go. Right, I'm gonna have to set up the camera a little bit here to be able to see what's going on. Let's get the camera right, shall we? Come on. All right. Yeah, it won't twist. Oh, god damn it. Right, so anyway, we're there or thereabouts. Right, let's get a light over here. Oh, it was taking a while to set up, but let's turn this light on. Light in here. Right. Okay. So here's what we got so far. Right, let's just move this up a bit. Okay, so we got a horse here so far. It's had a primer coat. This is all 3D printed, by the way, for those of you just joining. It's all 3D printed on my 3D printers. First of all, the first section was, if I remember the sections now, the belly with the saddle on it, the back end, the front end, the legs, and the tail. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections that were printed out, and put it all together, sanded down the joints, so now you can't see the joints in here. All these joints are nicely sanded and merged in. It took a little bit of time. It was basically sand it, fill it, prime it, see if it gets rid of the joints, and then once I was happy with that, it was just a base coat. So that's the base coat. So what we're going to try and do today, now I haven't done this before. Painting miniature orcs Warhammer is a little bit different to what painting something this scale is. But what we're going to try and do is put some definition into some of these muscle tones and areas. So we're going to try and airbrush in some tones onto the horse. Now to do that, I'm going to be using, let's have a look here, let's get them out. I'm going to be using my collection of Vallejo paints. Oop. So I've got a whole collection of Vallejos in here. I don't need gold. I'm going to have a look at some of the It's model colour. Model colour. Do really kind of need a better way of organising these, but for now they're alright. Yellow ochre, that's going to be one for later. Yellow, no need that. There's some browns I thought I had. Model Air golden brown, there we go. Golden brown, violet and dress. Rust. Model Air black, that's going to be a useful one. Light rust. What else have we got here? These are all model colours. Model Air gold, I won't need that. Model Air fiery red. So we're going to mix up some, what are these? Wash. Going to mix up some Model Air colours from Vallejo. Yellow. And try and get a nice tone for the horse there. So I'm going to brought out all those brownish colours. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Put that to one side. So yeah, these are all the ones we're going to try and be using today. So we're going to mix up a few of these and see what kind of colours we can get. So I'm thinking rust is going to be a good one. A bit of golden brown. So a bit of rust, golden brown, to try and bring out some of those tones in the horse. But first of all, we need to get the airbrush up and running. And it's got a 0.5 millimeter tip in it at the moment, and I want to try and get rid of that and put in a 0.3, put in a smaller one. So let's get the airbrush stuff out in another one of my little wooden boxes. Right, so these are the 0.3s. 0.5s, I'm going to bring those out because I want to put, we could use a 0.2. Now, I'll use a 0.2 later on when we're doing the more detailed stuff. So, right. Let's take out 0.5, put in a 0.3. It's straightforward. And then we've got to check to see if the airbrush isn't clogged up. I did clean it out after its last use, but we all know how temperamental airbrushes can be. So, one of these is empty. That's empty. Right, so that all goes in there. Good. Right. Taking the nozzle off. In that goes. Oh, damn it. Hang on. Nozzle cap also goes in there. Oh, why aren't you coming out? Come on. There we go. I'm all thumbs today. Look at that. I'm all thumbs. Right, that's the 0.5s removed. Let's grab the 0.3s. Let's have a look here. Okay, we've got 2 nozzles in there. I only need 1. So let's try and put this nozzle in and see what happens. Right, okay, we've got a bit of a problem. That ring needs to go back on that nozzle that I just pulled out of here. Okay, so that didn't want to go in. Sometimes these are a real pain in the ass to get in. I don't have any nails to grip that anymore. This one will go in. This one's going in. Is that in straight? Good. That's a 0.5. So what I want to do before I forget is try and fix that ring back on. I know it's tiny work. Under the nozzle. Come on, you little bitch. Come on, you were nearly there. Come on, you were nearly there. You were nearly there. Right. There we go. It's on. Right. Okay. 0.3 nozzle cap on. Perfect. Now I need a 0.3 needle. Here we go, it's a 0.3 needle. Just sit it in there just enough so it just rests against the nozzle. Like that. Great. And we should be ready to go. Well, we should be. That's the big caveat. We should be ready to go. Because what we do need to do now is we need to test, of course, to see whether it is actually working. It might well not work. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on. I might need to give it a good another clean. I did clean it out, like I said before, I put it away. But these things always end up a wee bit temperamental. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it on here and put some water down it to see if that works. So let's grab some water here. Just needs to be a little bit, not too much. Yep, that's working. Right, so I'm going to need to bring this right in. Great. obviously the phone rings. Be right back. Sorry about that. The phone always seems to ring when you don't want it to, right? Right, so I'm just testing the flow of this. Okay, we seem to have flow. That's good. Brilliant. So now we need to check to make sure that it's, you know, going to be able to paint out. Right, so what we're going to do is grab some mixing cups. Pull them out. Come on, you little bastards. Bastard. Right. Couple of them. Some of them. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to check. Is that too dark? I can't see because the light's shining on it. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and pick some rust. We're going to see what kind of colour this is. See, now that's not a bad. It's not a bad colour, but we're going to have to mix it with a bit of black, I think. So we're just going to drop a bit of black in there. That'll do. Right, now we are going to put this in the airbrush and see if we can actually get anything out of it. There we go. We have some colour. Now, of course, the big moment. Can we spray up some of these horse details? It's not too bad. We'll have to practice a bit of that, but we're good, we're good, we're good. What we're doing is we're just kind of just adding some tones to it if we can. That's the idea. It's like following some of these muscle tones. I need to wind this in a little bit more. Okay. Oh yeah, it's very what I need to do is I need to bring this camera up so that we can see what's going on better. There we go. Now you can see a bit more what's going on here. Get some in the ear. Okay, wind this out a little bit more. Okay. Oh, I know we've got a bit of a problem there. You give him a bit of a pinkish nose, I think. Alright, let's just check to see how that sort of looks. Yeah, we could do with some darker tones. Yeah, a bit more around here, around his neck. I'll wind that out a bit more. A bit more. There we go. I say this is just a starting tone. I'm just going to work darker and darker, and then get right into the recesses. Trying to shape some of the muscles. Right, I'm just going to take a bit of a look at this. Try not to... Right, we do have some tones on it, so that's good. Right, so now we need to darken it up a bit more. So I'm gonna just use some black. Let's tip this out. No, we've run out. Well, that was handy. Right, so I'm just gonna wipe out that right. Now I'm going to throw in some black here. This is the tricky one. Where is the black gone? What did I do with the black? Where did you run off and hide? Oh, is that it? That's it. Right. Run that brown through. Just open this up a bit more so we can get that brown running through. There we go, now we've got black. Now this needs to be quite fine. Let's try it again. There we go. Right, so now this is where sort of like recesses, like deep recesses are going to be, so maybe a bit more. There we go. Now for those bits we're going to wind it out a bit. There's some areas in here that I could do some work on. That I've overbrushed, overpainted. I know it looks a bit haphazard at the moment and kind of a bit wonky, but that's fine. We can just go over it again with some tones again. No, run out of black. I think we've run out of black in there. Nope. So what we're going to do is once we've laid the black down, that's basically the deep shadow, we'll go back over it and lay some more tones down on top of it. I think that's probably the best way of doing that. It's all about layers. Now this, I have to admit, is the first time I've ever used an airbrush for this sort of thing. Usually it's just whole covered area painting that I use it for. I've never really used an airbrush to do this sort of work with. But this, you know. This is all about trying new things. You know, I might fuck up, I might not. I might do a good job, I might not. That's what it's all about, really. I mean, some parts of this are looking good, some parts are a bit meh. Like I'm putting too much paint in some places, like that right there. That's just way too much paint. I'm going to have to get rid of that. But so I'm so used to just overspraying. So we're going to try a bit more on in this tail here. Try a bit in this tail. I'm thinking what I might do with this tail actually is just wash it over with black to get it in the depths here. I'm going to have to open that up a bit. Oh, sorry about that. Horse head butted the camera there for a second. Yeah, I might give the tail a wash. Yeah, I think the mane and tail needs more of a wash than a... trying to get into the depths of the hair here, but it's not probably not going to work as well as a wash would. So we'll work on the mane later on. Let's dulled it down a little bit at least. Okay, so try and put some shadow in here. Right. Alright, that's done a lot of the definition. Let's have a look here. What can you see? Not a lot, I guess. Let's try that. Alright, so we got... I mean, I know it looks dark, and it looks kind of rough and ready, but we got a lot of definition in there. Which is good, which is what I wanted. So there's so now what we need to do is we now need to get the brown back into it and go back over it, and this time work on some of the areas where we got the colour. I'm just having a little bit of a smoke break here. Okay. I wonder if I could put that black back in there. No, I can't. So we just have to tip the black out into here. Is there much left in there? Yeah, there's a bit left in there. Good. We'll clean that out then. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run some white spirits through my airbrush. I know you can't see it, but just run some white spirits through just to clean it out. Oh, wind that right up. That just runs it through the nozzle there. Okay, so we've got a bit of a blockage here somewhere. Right. And we'll run another bit of a... That's good. Just had to put my finger over the top for a second or so, and let it backfire into the ink cup or the paint cup, and that cleared it out. That's usually all it takes. Right, so I'm going to run this dry. Right, now we're going to mix up some more brown and black. There we go. All right. Nope, that's too... I have to let that run for a bit. That's too much coming out. Not enough coming out. There we go. Right. Not enough coming out. Ugh, jeez. Not enough coming out. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, that's settled down, that black now, that I'm pretty pleased with that. That's made it pretty subtle now. Subtled it down. Well, it's not fully subtle, but you know, it's kind of calmed it down. Yeah, that's giving it some tone and depth. I like that. Yep. Ha ha ha. Okay, I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is the side that I've just done. Hey, Creamy! I was concentrating. This is the side I've just done, and this is the side that still has, is still just black. So, I'm thinking that's looking good. Palomino. I don't know what it is. It's just a horse. I just painted a horse. Whatever it turns out to be, you can let me know, I'm sure. Right, so now we're going to work on this side. We're just sort of learning as we go here, Creamy. Just making mistakes, learning as we go. Alright. Yeah, no, you don't want a hairstylist with the same philosophy as, I don't know what I'm doing, we'll just try it out and see what happens. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Right, okay, so we're going to carry on. Now we've got to work our way down these legs. Getting your hair done all ready for your holiday. Ooh, fun, fun. All right. Whoa! What did that just splash out? Something just splashed out all over my horse there. Ha! Just dab it off, I suppose. What was that? The hell was that? That's alright. Right, so we need a bit more oomph in there. Here we go. It's done it again. What the hell is that? Don't you still going to be wiping off all that? Right, so now let's take a look at that side. Oh, that's calmed it down quite nicely. Still needs a bit more on this bit here. This bit kind of went a bit awry. Why is it spitting at me? Spitting. I don't want it doing that. Just stop it. God damn it. Right, okay. They're gonna get it cut in a bit shorter though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, why not? That sounds nice. I'm sure it'll look amazing. Yeah, I'm in real trouble here. God, what the hell is that spitting? Right, we've got a spitting problem here. Takes you a while to dry it, does it? Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. Right, so I'm going to put this to one side at the moment and try and work out why my airbrush is spitting at me. We're just spitting water out. Okay. I can't see why. Right, run out of paint there. Right, time for a quick smoke break, I think. Yeah, not cool, airbrush, not cool. I think what happened is a pocket of water got caught in it, so... still. Time for a bit of a smoke break. Right. Let's have a look, see what we got so far. Let's lay it. It's not too bad. We'll work on the back side over here. I'm pretty pleased with it. Just have to get rid of that spray mark on there in a minute. And we've got to go down here. Okay. Let's pour some more brown. And see if that works. Okay, so where was that spit mark? Yeah. Yeah, open it up. There we go. That's that side done. Ooh, that was a bit too much in there. So how are we doing on this side? Not too bad, not too bad. Oh no! Oh no! See, yeah, there's going to be some fuck ups. It's alright, we'll wipe that off, that's fine, that's fine. Oh. Right, we're good. It's coming out again, that's too much spitting again. Okay, we're going to leave that to dry for a minute because that's most of that done. And we're going to decide on what we're going to use as a highlight or a lighter, as a lighter part. Now I'm thinking a bit of light rust would do it as highlights, but very fine. So well, first of all, yeah, we're going to put some light rust as highlights. We'll give it a go anyway, see what happens. Like I say, you're here for the failures as well as the successes. So let's clean out this airbrush. So the reason I've moved on to my horse now I finished that Mustang, is because I'm going to be getting ready to do the Apollo 5, Saturn 5 Apollo 11 rocket, sorry. And so what I need to do is I need to have time for the paints and stuff to arrive. I'm going to look through the instructions today, and we're going to order what we need from there, from my websites. And then when they arrive, we will be able to move on to the next one. Right, so we're just gonna dribble a bit of this in there. Dribble, 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 dribble. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to check out my blog by typing in exclamation point model, and you'll be able to see all the models that I've done before and the recent finished models. I also play video games. So at the moment we're in the middle of playing Red Dead Redemption 2 Story. Some online as well, on drunk nights. That's better. And also Astroneer, so if that's something you're interested in, please drop me a follow. We're going to be playing some Astroneer later on, picking up where we left off yesterday. But for now, we're just trying to tidy out this horse as a kind of interim palette cleanser project. Right, just got to run all this through. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this paper. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to change it. So if we just move the horse for a second over here, out of the way, and we're going to just change these bits of paper. Because we're going to go on to another colour. We're going to go on to a lighter colour now. To try and add some highlights into the horse. Where's my masking tape gone? Oh, it's up here on the desk. We're going to go for a bit of light rust. So this is a kind of a rusty looking horse, a brown rusty looking horse. I didn't want to do anything too adventurous for my first attempt at large scale miniatures. but just looking at him or her, not looking too bad, I think. Like I say, we're going to add in the highlights now. That's what we're going to do. Add in some highlight on the skin, and I think I'm just going to use light rust, which is kind of this color. And dribble that into there, into the cup, and see what we get. Just going to run it through. Let's open that up a bit. Bit more. There we go. So we can see here, that's the sort of color that we're going to get. So just to open her up. It's not really spraying very well, is it? That's all right. Okay, so again, I think I'll just leave it to dry for just a bit longer. Have a bit more of my smoke and a bit more on the a bit more tugging on the coffee. Now, the distance I'm going to be spraying it at is I'm going to try to do it at a fairly mediocre distance away, because it's supposed to be just a highlights. And then for the actual highlights, I'm going to be going in a bit closer. Winding it down and going a bit closer. So I think like here is a good distance for these highlights. So let's have a look. Yeah, it gets some good colour there. And we're just going to lay those down. After a sip on a coffee. We've been going about an hour and a half. That's not bad. That's not bad. Right, so here we go. Let's see what we can do. Well, that's spraying real nice. That's coming up real nice. Oh, god damn it, spray. Fucking. What are you doing, airbrush? You're really. Oh, I've run out of tissue paper. Right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go and get some more tissue paper. So I am going to give you the workshop camera. Come on, workshop camera. Oh, workshop camera. There we go. So you can see my workshop while I go and get some tissue. Okay, so let's get back into it. Try and highlight some of these muscles. Right across the front of the face, I think, as well. Should be a nice highlight. Okay, that is looking really good. I do like that. So just a bit more along the top here. Bit on the ears. Okay. Right, over we go. Now you may be thinking, not a lot is coming out, but I could assure you, it doesn't need to be a lot. It's just subtle tones. And that's all we're trying to achieve on the horse. It's just subtle tones. And I am really pleased with this. When I first done the black, I was like, oh, this is hellish. Real big contrast. But now, we have got some real nice subtle tones and definition in there. I'm pretty proud of this. Right, so now we've got to do some of the back here. This is definitely a horse worthy of Arthur Morgan. It's like his starter horse. before we start getting into colouring and all sorts of horses, this is like the starter horse. Arthur Morgan's Morgan. Or as Creamy says, it's oh, see you later. See you later, Creamy. Thanks again for joining me. And I hope you have a really nice haircut. Remember, I want pictures. Yeah, this is like a starter horse for Arthur Morgan. This is so let's just over around here. Some more highlights in here. We've kind of lost lost our music here for a second, but let me see if I can get that back. Okay, so we got that. Now let's see if we can. Okay, so iTunes has decided that it's had enough. So let's see if we can bring back iTunes. Sorry about this. Oh great, so no, I don't want to install iTunes, thanks, I've already got it installed. Oh Christ, let's start again. And will you go? Yes. But do we have music though? Can people hear music? Yes. Alright, sorry about that. I do need to work on getting a better computer for this. Right, so here we are. And he is definitely looking good. I mean, there's not really that much detail you can put into a horse. It's kind of difficult to I mean, with the muscle tone and everything that you got to try and get into it, that's what I'm trying to achieve, muscle tone. So I'm super pleased with that. Let's take a look. Yeah, we've got in some good muscle tone and some good highlights. Right, so I think what we need to do now is we're going to add in a very subtle type of even lighter wash on top of it, just to give it that kind of glisten look in certain places. So we're going to empty out this, empty out the airbrush again. I would lay the horse down in front of the camera, but okay, let's see if we can do that. There we go. So now you can see what we've got there. Now the mane is not done. The mane is not done. I am going to mask up and well, I'm going to paint the mane by hand, I think, because it's hair, so it would benefit from a brush, I think. That's going to be another time. Right, so we're going to try and put in, just lift him up gently. We're going to try and put in some golden brown, which is a bit of a lighter colour even still. So a bit of golden brown. Golden brown, fine as in dress. Right, and then we're going to try and get this golden brown out. No, it's coming. Right, so we got. It's not letting anything out right now. Right. Yeah, we got a lot of spitting going on here with the. Let's try and get rid of that. Okay, I think we're good. So this is going to be more of a. Should I wind it out a bit? This is a highlight. So. Oh god damn it! It's spitting. There we go. I wanted to add another level of highlight to it, and it's not. Oh, for fuck's sake. You stop doing that. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, again, I can't... I'm sorry, I'm not showing you very well. But it keeps spitting out, like, water. Just highlight the top of the ears here. Like that. Right, this is getting to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Bad airbrush, bad airbrush. Spit. Well, this airbrush is going to need a jolly good clean after this, that's for sure. Yeah, it's leaving spit marks all over. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think we're pretty much... I just need a bit on the front here of this leg here. Yeah, now it's spitting. It's spitting way too much. So why are you doing this? Let's take that nozzle off then and see if that helps. No. Seems to be some water caught in it. Well, this is more than annoying. That seems to... Nope. Right, well, I think that's enough on that for today. Right, so I'm actually, despite the spitting or whatnot, I'm actually pretty pleased with the way that's turned out. We've got some nice definition on him. some nice highlights. He's ready for the brushwork on the tail and the hooves, especially the face, and all this has got to be brushworked. So there's still a lot to do on him, obviously, but he is definitely getting there. I'll have a look at what's wrong with that airbrush. Probably just a clogged up nozzle or something. But yeah, that's been a good day's work, a good couple of hours work, I should say. It needs to sort of dry now. Before I can sort of really start to handle it. I'm having an hour whether to spray the tail on the mane. I'll have a look to see what happens if I mask up the horse once it's dry, because I don't want it to take off any of the paint. I don't want any masking tape to take off any of the paint. So I've got to give it a good day or so to dry off. I see those spit marks sort of like add some dappling effect to the horse, so it's not too bad. I don't know. Yeah, there are some errors lying around here and there, but overall, you can't really. For a first attempt at this kind of miniature work, I'm pretty pleased with it. That, like I say, once I get the mane done, then the horse will sort of really come together. It'll really start to come together. I need to think about how I'm going to do the mane, whether I want to paint it or airbrush it. I'm thinking of painting it. Might put some wash in there to get down the depths, to get the depth. Put the wash into the cracks, let that dry, and then do a dry brush on the top of a kind of a light, a kind of a medium yellow, like a kind of like a golden brown. Yeah, and then we'll just dry brush it. I think that's what I'll do. But for today, so there she is. I'm going to take some pictures and put those up on my blog to show the progress. But where are we? Just chatting for. There we go. Hi. So, but I think for now, okay, I'm also having troubles with my sound card as well. So that keeps cutting out, as I have noticed. As I was saying, I only really do a couple of hours on a model bench at a time to kind of not get too bogged down and concentrating. And then I've got to leave that to dry anyway. I've got to leave that to dry. And oh, look at me! I need to shave. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head off to play some Astroneer. So anyway, feel free to drop me a follow if you're new to the channel. I do these kind of things all the time, and check out my blog by typing in an exclamation point model, and there's a load of links at the top there. there's a load of links up here, as you can see. Follow those, join in, and I'll see you in about half an hour or so when I play some Astroneer. So thanks very much for everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.